Hey up guys, and welcome back to the Fiorentina save here on Football Manager 26. Should I get that right? Well, there was an update to the game, as most of you probably know about, and it seems it's played a bit of havoc with my tactic. I will take you through them. So we left here at Udinese. We've had a 4-0, 5-0, a 3-1, and then that's when they were learning it at these friendlies here. And then this happened. A 0-0 with Napoli, and I was like, do you know what? I'll take that. And we should have won that game. I'll be honest with you. We should have won this game here. It was, look, I think so anyway. I know it doesn't really show much here, but we had more chances. I think we should have won that. We could have nicked it anyway. And then this one here against Genoa, 1-0 loss. And I was like, I've been FM'd. I've been absolutely FM'd in this game. And then that one hit. We then drew with Besiktas again. And I'm like, no, something's not right here. So it then came against Cremonese. And I was 2-0 down right at the start. And I was like, no. So I looked at the tactic at the end of this Besiktas one, to be fair. And what I'd done is I'd noticed that with the update, there was something a bit strange that I'd noticed more, that my wing-backs were told to come in anyway, but they were coming in and meant to be DMs, and they were going up the top into like attacking mids. They were in the boxes having shots, and the wingers were just getting lost out wide. So I used to prefer, and still do, play with inside forwards. So what I've done is instead made the wing backs go out wide more to allow the inside forwards to occupy that space where it seemed that the wing backs were playing when they were meant to be coming in as DMs. And no, something's just not right with that tactic now. And this is the problem that you'll have with, game updates, when they say, well, this is too strong, so we've got to nerf this and then do this for this one and that one for that one. All of a sudden, your tactic can basically become nonchalant. It just becomes crap. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. And looking at this, I'm telling you, it just seems that that's what may have happened here. So I thought about going back to my old tactic. So that's what we was using. This is the one that I used in FM26 that I was having quite a lot of luck with. But this bit here, as you can see, it doesn't really understand what they're meant to be. And I feel like in my Barley save, it didn't really understand them a little bit. So I'm not too sure. So then I had a look at the notes a little bit. And I saw some things that you'll find that, they say, game-breaking tactic, strikerless. That's what everyone's saying. I seen one tactic where they were playing 4 across here. You can see my mouse. 4 across there, 2 shadow strikers, no one up here. And, I don't want to do that. I've never really played 3 at the back. The only reason why I've looked at this instead is that if these can get bomb on forward a bit more and inside forwards, which is what I wanted originally, I feel like with the new update, this might be better. And we have 6 centre-backs. So this will be the first time this tactic is played, and we're going to play it against Juventus. I don't know. So my mate Pietro went and bought me this shirt. He's actually a Juve fan, Juventus and Man City fan. So he's probably well excited to see me get stuffed by Juventus, even though this was his idea. So, yeah, we do have some pretty good centre-backs, to be fair, as well. Like, some good pace in there, and plenty of them. So I feel like we should give it a go. And then if not, we'll revert back. We'll also have to find something that works for us. Goossens is back as well, which doesn't really do a lot for having 2 brilliant left backs, but it does help us with the fixture congestion. So I'll show you the team in a second as we get ready to play Juventus. All right. I think this is the team that we're going to go out with. I was just checking a few things. I got a delivery at the door as well. And I was missing a bar as well from the update, which I had to go and find. So it took me a bloody while. But we're here, and now I've got a phone call. So Fran Garcia and Dodo will play out as the wing backs with Ranieri, Camuzzo, and St. Just in the middle. And then obviously they'll just fall back into their places. Now, Seawold and for goalie, I just want to make sure that they're the same. It doesn't matter where they play, does it? So again, it's a channel midfielder, which he doesn't want to play, but don't have much choice, really. Keep changing around too much. And then the inside forwards that become wingers when we don't have the ball, so they stay out wide. Keane through the middle, who has been our best striker. And yeah, again, he hasn't scored, though, because we haven't scored any bloody goals since the update. Goodmonson, I don't really know what to do with him. If we swap him around, I don't know. I think I would like him to play on the left because he's right-footed and he can bag goals in. He should be able to. He comes in off there, so that's my thinking there. Marlon will play there. He's right-footed but can play there as a wide player anyway. So that's what we're going to go with. This is against... oh dear, this is against Fiorentina. No, it ain't. Yeah, so this is against Juve. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's probably a bit better that we have the 5 at the back against these anyway. We'll see. Hopefully he's all right. He's quick. I was going to play him in the middle because he's fast, but they're all playing the same. So there's no one that's like sort of going to just be a sweeper, so to speak. They're all going to be ball playing and then be the same in there. So this is it. This is what we're looking like. This is what we're going with. Yeah. If we need to, we could always convert back to the original one, which goes 2s up top, which takes one of these out. We've got options there. But let's go and see what we can do against Fiorentina then. We've even got the Italian beverage of choice. See if this can help us out. Yeah, I feel like we might have. I feel we might have a better chance now. Yeah, they're playing 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, 3 in midfield, but 2 up top. We've got the 3, the 2 in midfield that will make the channel runs. I don't know. Obviously, the tactical wise as well, we're not very familiar. So this could, I guess, go anyway. Fran Garcia's found acres of room here. And Goodmonson's found himself in the box. That's a good start. That's a good start. Gatti finds Thuram. Is that Lloyd Kelly? But there's their 3 at the back, look. Bahalovic, Locatelli, Thuram. Wowee. Thuram's clapping, look, whilst running, and then gives the ball away, then wins it back. God knows what he's trying to do there. Not a... Wow, it's a bit of a bright start in it, but that shot from Thuram rattling the bar. And now it just looks like an absolute mess now, and no one's picking anything up. Shouts are back for anybody. I used to love shouts. Tell them, encourage them. Look at all the morale now down here. They're loving life. They are. It'd be nice if we could love life and get the ball. Locatelli, McKennie, Bahalovic. They must have shoot from anywhere on. Because this happened in the last game. I saw Genoa against Genoa. He would receive the ball on the edge, turn and just shoot, regardless of anything. Luckily, they did fly over the bar until the last 90th minute goal went in for them, which I feel FM'd as hell for. But yeah, I'm not too sure about this tactic, but we'll stick with it. We'll see if we can get a draw against Juve. That's pretty good considering. away from home as well. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt for this one. And that's half time then. And we've been the better side. Possession's even, but I would say overall we've been the better side. Just got to try and break these down. They're trying to break us down because we've both got 5 at the back. They are playing 2 up top though, so I'm a bit wary about going to 4 at the back at the minute. But just relax and play football. That's all we could really say. Is I was going to say they get a highlight straight off from kickoff. That's always lovely. Is this going to be our highlight? Or I'm not going to say, I'm going to jinx myself. But Kamuza plays it out to Dodo. Dodo finds Donny. Run, son. Run with it. See, that's where you've got to get down the wing with it. And then they've got their 2 at the back against 3, and they've managed to score. Of course they have. Of course they have. It's starting to look more like real life, isn't it? See, we're getting out wide. Look, Dodo, what's he going to do with it? He's going to score with it, Ryan. That's what he's going to do. I've answered my own question. What is he going to do with it? Well, he's just absolutely nailed it down there, hasn't he? What's the review for? We don't need a review. We don't need to watch that. It's a goal. 1-1. Benefit of the doubt. Who else? Seawald's not having a good game. Albert and Keane's not having a good game. Oh dear. There we go. Dodo again. Cross it, lad. Got to score that. Got to score that. And then this is where they keep their 2 strikers at the top. Yeah, he mops up though. Okay, I'm going to definitely make some changes because I'm not too happy with what we've got going on here. Fortini will go and play. And so will Coley. Will come on. Leave that for now. A bit of encouragement at the same time. Lewis Openda and Halovic up front. Oh, God's sake. He should have buried that. He should have. Let's be honest. He should have buried that. You would have expected him to as well. But again, we're looking the better team. Just can't get the ball. 11 shots on target. 11 shots on target. And we've only got 1. Like, it's crazy. It really is absolutely crazy. But we cannot get anything out of it. Come on. At least settle for a draw. Dodo, don't do anything. My lord, you don't like the look of that, do you? Fortini's off down the wing now. You've got to take the ball here. Well done. When you can get in there, look. That's it, well done. And again, I don't understand that. I wanted to bring Dodo off because he's knackered, but at the same time, I don't really want to. He's playing really, really well. Everyone at the back's playing well. That there, I think. It's like literally like 2 seconds left. I don't know why I'm even that bothered. It doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. It would have been a good highlight, wouldn't it? To get the end. I think another... Look at this, look. We should have had pretty much 2 goals. They shouldn't have even had 1 if you go by XG. Potentially FM again. Did we potentially boss that game? Let's go and try it against the Moldovians. That's who we've got next. In the Conference League. Feel a bit hard done to about that game. I do. Same against Napoli. Felt hard done to against that one. But it is what he wants, and they want a team meeting. Let's go and have a look what that's about. All right, well, that was good. Everyone was on board. Don't want the heads to drop. It hasn't been going great, but yeah, they're not too worried. I was a bit anxious about going into team meetings because in the old ones you could say, "Oh yeah, you're doing ever so well," and they go, "Oh, we could do better." Now we're upset at you. It used to baffle me, so I used to just not bother. I used to get to a cup final. It was like, "Oh, tell them, that they can do this." No, won't tell them anything. Won't hold a team meeting. No, nothing. But again, we're drawing with the big boys. All right, then. Here we go for the next round. Well, the second game in the Conference League. Yeah, a couple of injuries and a couple of people that are 45 minutes. Everyone's condition is better. He's wanted by Man United, so of course he is going to play really, really well, isn't he? But he hasn't been scoring in his last games. So, yeah, training's going well as well for him. He's just dropped off a little bit. But anyway, so I'll set the team up and then I'll come back to you in the main bit. All right, so I'll have no idea who any of these are. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. I think it's time we shut a few people up and go and absolutely annihilate these. So there's our side, as you know already. There's their side. Yeah, we've got to do more against these. That is for sure. But we'll see. We'll see what it's like, I guess. Dodo picks it up down the right. Lobbed one in. Goodmanson can't quite get there. Here they come again. Stopped by Just. Picked up by Marlon. Goodmanson holds it up for him. He asks for it back. Buries it. Well. There we go. We did say that he's can finish. And he's got all the stats to do it. I hope he's onside. Yep, that's going to stand. 1-0 Fiorentina in the first 5 minutes. That's good. I did wonder why Aston Villa wanted to loan him out, considering in real life he's playing week in, week out nearly. Anyway, we'll bring the ball out. Finds Keane. Badges come through. Going to hold it up for somebody. For Fran. Drill it across, man. Keane again. Swings a leg. Dodo. Skin him, son. You've got all the pace to do so. Hit it. Ay, ay, ay. Not at the minute. See if we can get through to half time. I don't have another right winger anyway, so Goodmanson would have to go out that way. That is absolute waste of time, that was. Keane. Fran Garcia just manages to keep hold of it. Donny Marlon, I don't know what he's done. How's that not gone in? How on earth has that not gone in? Look at this again. 5 shots on target. Nothing doing. Well, 1 doing. What a name. Badge picks it up then. So where is everybody now? Not quick enough. Just finds Dodo. Dodo will get into the box. And Moise Keane finally gets on the end of something. But I would be expecting them to be against this team, though. That's my problem. I don't feel like if, again, Juve, we wouldn't have seen it like that. 6 shots on target. Yeah, they've had nothing. Absolute zilch. They've 2 XG. We've got the 2. I am going to just replace Marlon because I don't want him to get injured any more than what he already is. Rafinha was injured, wasn't he? That should be good. That just gets Marlon off the bench for a bit. Monson already banging one in from the striker's position, which is hopefully giving something else to think about. The other strikers, that is. Keane's looking for the second ball. And then just gives it away. We'll pick it up at the back. Just. Seawold. Dodo. Skin him again, he's so good. Keane, got to score. Got to do better. Got to do better there. And we'll have another go then, shall we? Fran and Ranieri. Seawold. Camuzzo's. Just. Doorknob. Seawold. Doorknob. Doorknob. Somebody. Terrible. Terrible, isn't it? Start saving some legs soon, I think. Good enough. Look at Dodo, he's off, look. Absolutely. Works so hard, he does. For that. If they had a bit more attacking nonce about him, I tell you what, they would be catching us out on that counter. Same again, look. But luckily for us, they just don't quite have it in them to push us. Fran Garcia. Keane. Got to score. Fucking hell, mate. How on earth? So that should give us one more sub should we need it. It'd probably be looking at this. It's going to be Seawall by the looks of it. Having a hard time. Let's do a bit of encouragement down there. Everyone's now upset with me because I've encouraged them at 2-0 up. Righto. Well done, lads. Makes no sense whatsoever. Piccoli gives the ball away. It's just shite. It is out. You just think, why? That's a good ball, though. And that's terrible. It's terrible football. It is absolute terrible, terrible football. See what I mean about this break? Like, they can't afford to keep too many people up there anyway. Seawold, one more. He's offside. That'll go in and he's offside. Not going to show you, but he's put his flag up. It's just not good enough. It's not. It isn't good enough at all. But there we go. That's the final change that we're going to make. We already knew he was offside. I don't understand why the lads that have come on are upset. What are you upset for? Yeah, but there's something's a bit strange about putting the ball in the back of the net in this game now. If you square that, he scores. Good old Football Manager. 8 shots on target, 20 shots, 2 goals. So their goalkeeper's going to pick up man of the match then. Now he's only playing 7.1. Well, I think that might be all she wrote, I'm guessing. Not the game I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be 6 or so goals in this. And that looks like it might stand. We might have just nicked one in the last minute of the game or so. Scored a hat-trick against Rosenborg the other game that he played, when he played well, the only one he has played well in. Yeah, I feel like we could have had a lot more. But it's a win. A draw and a win then to see out this episode 2 of Forza Viola. That's what it was. I was trying to remember what their nickname was or what it's called when they all, they say what it is over there. Forza Viola. Well, it was Fiore. We got some money for that. Marlon injured again. I think he just needs a bit of a rest to come back, I think. Just got to turn this on a bit more. We should really, really have belted them. In my opinion, a bit more, but we didn't. So the fixture schedule then now looks like this. I'll be coming back at least every month. That's what I'm aiming for. So we'll aim to come back for probably Lincoln Red Imps and Inter Milan. I think that would be the best one that we'll come back for there. December looks very, very busy. We'll definitely come back for Mainz and Roma, more than likely, or even maybe Parma. Don't mind Parma. Yeah. But that ends this episode then. So let's take a look at the Serie A. Down in 14th after that. We had a cracking start, look. And we've only picked 3 points up in the last 5 games. And that is because of the tactic. Probably could have had 4 more points potentially. Could have been round about up here somewhere. Look at Pisa, look. We demolished Pisa and they're all the way up there. Madness. But yeah, anything better than being down here at the minute where they are in real life is good. So yeah, we'll come back for the games in November. And yeah, it's been good. Well, no, it hasn't. It's been good to be back on this though. And we'll see if we can get this tactic working. I think the familiarity will give us an indication as to, yeah, they're pretty familiar with this one. And that one not too bad either. I know that's not where they should play, but yeah. They're okay with it. They are. They're okay with it. Excellent. Just the creative freedom is not great. That one there's not as much creative freedom. Well, it's better. Look, they're excellent. It's just the in and outs. Look, they can't get their heads around it on that one. And I think that's what it was. It was because of this new system that's in place. The ins and outs were a bit strange because of the people. They'd changed so much. But yeah, we will leave it there for today. Thanks ever so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already to be notified when the next one goes live. There'll be some more FC26 coming shortly as well. So yeah, thanks again. Appreciate all the love and support on this series. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.